For maximum access to RTK corrections at the lowest cost of ownership, the RTK Bridge only makes sense. Intuicom provides a complete line of RTK Bridge solutions to fit your application needs.
Well, the grower we just stopped at had called when we were leaving the shop because we were going to go do something else. Typical day in a AMS or ISG guy, you have to be ready to drop it, be able to drop it the call of a hat, so to speak. So we went out and checked this out. Looks like he probably has a wiring issue in his cable. We were able to switch some wiring around. He'll be able to operate like this till the end of the season until he puts a new harness on. So took us, I don't know, I suppose half hour, 45 minutes. Once we troubleshot the problem, looked at everything, and now he's up and running. So that was a 9560R tractor with a 2410 chisel plow set up on 12-inch spacings and 24-inch Anhydrous knives on it. Raven AccuFlow system, standard configuration with John Deere rate controller 2630, Swath Pro, whole ball wax. So, well, typically in situations like this, in all honesty, it's normally a control valve or a valve, an issue with a valve, which when we got there, the customer told us that he had replaced it this morning. Then when he started to talk about some of the symptoms he had where it wouldn't shut off or he had no response, we looked at the wiring harness. He was missing one thing on the wiring harness, the terminator, which he needs to get on there. It'll run, but it really shouldn't run like that. So we switched some wiring around after investigating the valve to verify that there was no burrs in the valve that were causing the problems. And so then after that, we switched the valve over to section number 1, and it works just fine. So he'll be able to operate like that. That's not how it's supposed to be, but it'll work just fine. So in a situation like this, we treat it just as though if it was a shop work. So we'll take, I don't normally do it right now. We'll write it down here. We just write down mileage and what truck number we're in so we can charge out it accordingly. And then our time while we're there, and then we write a little description of what we did, and we'll send the customer a bill for that. So it's, you know, in this business, for a long time, a lot of people gave it away and they lost money on it. That's not the way to do it. We give support away normally the first year with the sale. We do some training with them. If it gets to be a big problem, we'll go, you know, we'll charge them a little bit or tell them, you know, hey, we gotta work on this a little bit. But other than that, every call is a charge. So basically, unless you're going out to sell something to somebody specifically or demo something to somebody, basically every time you leave the shop with one of the pickups, hopefully we're capturing revenue with it.